ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Northampton Registration Office. We'll shortly be starting the wedding ceremony, but just before we do, could I ask that if you do have a mobile phone, that it's switched off or to silent just for the duration of the ceremony. Also, if you do have a camera, we're more than happy for you to take photos throughout. If you could try and stay in your seats as much as possible and not bounce around, that would be really helpful. Towards the end of the ceremony, when Anthony and Wendy will be signing the marriage register, we're not actually allowed to have any photographs at all at that point. That's a legal requirement. We do, however, set up a blank register and you can all come forward and take as many photos as you like. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we're ready, can I ask you please to be upstanding for the arrival of the bridal party? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Well, I'd like to welcome you all again here to Northampton Registration Office, which has been duly sanctioned according to the law for the celebration of marriages. And we are here today to witness the marriage of Anthony and Wendy. And we hope that today will be a very special, a very happy and a very memorable day for you both. My name is Clara Davey, and on behalf of Northamptonshire County Council Registration Services, it is my pleasure and my privilege to conduct your ceremony for you today. My colleagues are Alison and Madeline, and as your registrars, they will be witnessing your ceremony and they'll be issuing all the all-important paperwork towards the end. So they're really doing the hard work and I'm just having the fun up here. But ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this afternoon, may I ask, who gives Wendy to be married to Anthony today?
I do.
Do you want to give her a kiss? If you shake his hand.
Good luck.
And you have a seat, sir, and you can have a seat. Before I can proceed with this wedding ceremony, I do have to ask that if any person present knows of any legal reason why Anthony and Wendy may not be joined in marriage, they should declare it now. That's what we wanted, isn't it? Yes, Anthony, can you please state your full name?
Anthony Andrew Dinsdale.
Thank you. And Wendy, your full name?
Wendy, Clara, Rennard.
Thank you. Before you are joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and the binding character of the vows you are about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one man with one woman, voluntarily entered into for life and to the exclusion of all others. But further, it's a solemn and a binding contract to provide love, care, support and friendship to each other throughout the joys and sometimes the sorrows of life. So Anthony and Wendy, I will now ask each of you in turn to declare that to the best of your knowledge and belief, there is no legal reason why you should not be married today. Anthony, you're going first, okay? You're going to repeat these words after me. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Anthony Andrew Dinsdale,
why I, Anthony Andrew Dinsdale,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Wendy Clara Rennard.
to Wendy Clara Rennard.
Well done. Wendy, your turn, okay? I do solemnly declare
And do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
lawful impediments
why I, Wendy Clara Rennard,
why I, Wendy, Clara, Rennard,
may not be joined in matrimony
that
may not
may
be
not
joined
be
in
joined in
matrimony
matrimony
to Anthony Andrew
to
Dinsdale.
Anthony Andrew Dinsdale.
So ladies and gentlemen, the moment has now arrived for Anthony and Wendy to contract their marriage. This will bind them together formally and publicly before you, their witnesses, family and friends. So if you're able, can I ask that you stand for this part of the ceremony? we can have Giuseppe and Trevor and Nella forward as well, please. So in the future, just want to turn and face each other and hold hands. You're going to start with that long question, okay, Anthony?
Okay.
Anthony, will you take Wendy to be your lawful wedded wife, to share your life with her, to love, support and comfort her, whatever the future may bring?
I will. I do.
And repeat after me. I call upon
these persons here present
to witness that I, Anthony Andrew Dinsdale, do take thee, Wendy Clara Rennard, to be my lawful wedded wife. That's perfect, well done. And the same question to you, Wendy. Okay. Wendy, will you take Andrew to be your lawful wedded husband, to share your life with him, to love, support and comfort him, whatever the future may bring? And repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Wendy Clara Rennard, do take thee, Anthony Andrew Dinsdale, to be my lawful wedded husband. Perfect. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You can be seated now. You stay here for me. Well, traditionally, the wedding ceremony is marked by an exchange of rings. These rings are a symbol of the unbroken circle of love, and they're an outward sign of the lifelong promises that Anthony and Wendy are making to each other today. So, we've checked this, haven't we? Still got them? Nothing's happened in that 5 minutes. No, that's good. So, pick a position and offer it first hand. Sit. You're just going to hold it on the tip of Wendy's finger and say these words to Wendy. Wendy, I give you this ring as a symbol of our marriage and as a token of our love. Push the ring in. You want to offer the cushion as well. Again, take Anthony's ring, just hold it on and say these words now. Anthony, I give you this ring as a symbol of our marriage and as a token of our love. Push the ring on. Well, family and friends of Anthony and Wendy, through the vows that they have made today, they are pledging themselves to each other for the years to come, believing that whatever life may have in store for them, they will share it together through the strength that their marriage will bring. So Anthony Andrew Dinsdale and Wendy Clara Rennard, you have now made your declarations of marriage as prescribed by law, and through them a solemn and binding contract made here in the presence of the registrar and your witnesses, as well as your family and friends. It gives me the greatest pleasure to declare, therefore, you are now lawfully joined together as husband and wife. Now, Anthony, I think you know what you'd like to do now. Would you like to seal your marriage in the traditional way? Congratulations. Well, can Alison and Madeline and I all be the first to offer you our warmest congratulations.
Thank you.
And we hope that you will have a long and happy life together. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're shortly now going to be moving on to the signing of the register. As I mentioned earlier, we can't have any photographs at this point, but as soon as that's all been completed, we'll move that register out of the way. We'll set up a blank copy and you can take as many photos as you'd like. In the meantime, Anthony, your first job as a married man was to escort your beautiful bride, your beautiful wife, around to this side of the table for me.
Beautiful wife.
Watching out for the dress.